Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment explains it. I'm sipping on Cafe Diarte, some fine coffee. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, and I'm gonna be talking real fast because I don't have some coffee. Olympic breakdancing. Olympic breakdancing as a whole, Olympic breakdancing by category, Olympic breakdancing overall. We're going to talk about all three, and we're going to do it real quick and real succinctly. And before we do that, we're going to do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Why? I told you why. Edutainment is what I do. Okay. Today is Sunday, August 11th, 2024. August 11th is not just the birthday of the woman I love most. It is also the birth date of hip hop itself. March 11th, 1973, back to school party in the Bronx, Sedgwick Avenue. Hip hop was born. B-boys were there. They watched it be born. And with B-boys came breakdance, a way of expressing yourself creatively, as well as operating within the parameters of said dance style. It is a dance style because it is over 50 years old. I mean, that's not a reason to qualify it as a dance style, but to say, if we've been doing the twist for 50 years, the twist is a dance. And if you do anything other than the twist, you're not doing the twist. As much as you want to be creative, you can be creative as hell. It just ain't the twist. Yeah, you're very creative for putting your twist, pun intended, on the twist, but it ain't the twist. You understand what I'm saying? Look here. Let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the good. Okay. This right here is Ami Yuasa. Ami Yuasa won breakdancing gold in the female category. Now, here's what I liked about it. Ami is not only traditional, but creative as well. And a lot of the moves that Ami did fall squarely. I'd say about 90% of her routine falls squarely in the realm of what you would call breakdancing. You see her right there executing the windmill, okay? Her style, as I look at her, what she's wearing, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel appropriated. You know what I'm saying? It feels like she's operating in the parameters of being a B-girl. She's doing what she got to do to be a B-girl. Look at her and what she's wearing, and look at the original Rocksteady crew. What they got on? They got on Chucks, they got on Adidas, they got on baseball caps, they got on t-shirts. Okay, now when Rocksteady got a little more notoriety behind them, they just rocked Rocksteady gear. They didn't go out of their way to do all of this strange stuff. And speaking of the Rocksteady crew, how come wasn't none of them invited to be judges? Crazy Legs still alive. Ken Swift still alive. Tony Touch still alive. Baby Girl still alive. And while I'm at it, guess who else is still alive and well and kicking and a linchpin in the world of breakdancing? Yeah, in case you don't recognize him at age 56, that there is Michael Chambers, aka Boogaloo Shrimp, aka Turbo from Breaking. We ain't inviting Turbo to the breakdance at the Olympics. We invite Turbo to do something at Olympic breakdancing. I would have and no disrespect to Snoop, I much rather would have seen Turbo tap the baton and get it started than Snoop. At least Turbo is known for breakdancing. That's hip hop. That's a good thing. How are y'all going? And I looked at all of the judges and the hosts and the DJs. Wasn't none of them cats from America. I think I might have seen one or two. Man, we should have been thick in that bitch. Hip hop is us. If you're doing polka dancing and there ain't no Germans there, I got questions. And in that system that they use to judge, that's not how we judge hip hop battles, International Olympic Committee. For those of you that know and have been hip hop heads and have been breakers like myself, you judge by using the audience. The audience decides who wins a hip hop battle. Just like the audience decides who wins a rap battle. You don't have no judges sitting in the damn back talking about, oh, I'll give them a 3. Oh, I'll give them a 2. Oh, nah. It's not how you do hip hop. They was either dope or they was whack. There ain't no middle ground to it. And speaking of whack, enter one 35-year-old cultural studies professor, Rachael Gunn, aka Raygun. Now, that's your first introduction to Raygun. You got a problem with that because that image reeks of appropriation, not representation. Then baby girl goes on to say she knew she couldn't beat none of the people in that competition. Why did you enter the damn thing then? You wanted to show them that you could be unique and different. Now, when I look at this Raygun, I think to myself, maybe she is trying to represent hip hop. Maybe she is trying to represent breakdancing. But then Friday, I saw this Raygun right here. What in the actual hell is she doing? Oh, and that's a freeze, by the way. That's her freeze. B-boys, help me out here. Is that freeze dope or is that freeze whack? Is that freeze trying to be creative or do it look like she just pulled something out of her ass and said, boom, look at me? Bruh, that's a shame. That's an embarrassment to hip hop. Hip hoppers and breakers all around the world are looking at her like, what in the actual hell were you thinking about doing? Because whatever it was you did, you didn't succeed at it. And as if to accentuate said point, she didn't win a fucking round, not one. So there are a lot of people who agree with us. She's trash. I understand creativity. I understand putting your own unique spin on it. But girl, you got to fall in the parameters of what is considered breaking. Because what you did, that was interpretive dance. It is definitely, most definitely interpretive dance. But hip hop, I don't know. And this gal right here, her name is Dominica. Her b-boy name is Nika. And she's wearing a do-rag. And her name is Nika. Say Nika real fast 5 times and tell me what it sounds like. She didn't think about that. And if she did think about that, then she didn't give a damn after she sounded that out. And why are you wearing a do-rag and you ain't a slave and you ain't got no waves and you ain't got no kind of hairstyle that lends itself to a do-rag? Think I'm lying? That needed a do-rag? She won silver, by the way. A very good breakdancer, but in my mind, nah. The 19-year-old cancer patient looking chick from where was she from? Yugoslavia, so Lithuania. I'm sorry, Lithuania. That's the silver medalist and the gold medalist standing side by side. And if I'm not mistaken, I do have a bam. And that lady right there from China, I forget her name, but she was a beast too. And I feel like that's basically what it came down to. Those were the three best breakers in the women's competition, in my opinion. But also, shouts out to my girl Logistics from the United States, who represented amazingly. Issues I have with the current incarnation of breakdancing. Number one, you ain't encapsulate enough American B-boys and B-girls either out there on the floor or behind the scenes. Or if there are tons of Americans behind the scenes of Olympic breakdancing, they need to come forward and explain what the hell happened. Number two, a lot of cultural appropriation. That's expected, though. That's supposed to happen when people are engaging in your culture worldwide. I would say mainly over in Asia, because the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Filipinos in the men's and the women competition, killing it. They have embraced it. They have embraced it like it was their own. And we got to show them something, America. It was a few of us out there that was representing, but we got to show them, man, breakdancing is ours. But thanks to the efforts of one Rachael Gunn, aka Raygun, they may not want breakdancing back at the Olympics ever again. This is a classic case of stay in your lane. If you're a cultural studies PhD, Dr. Gunn, I suggest you stay studying cultural studies, or maybe you should study cultural studies a little more. Maybe you should study our culture a little more and see how we feel about appropriation. And for those of you that don't know it, including Miss Gunn, hip hop is not a trend. Hip hop is a lifestyle. And if you live in that lifestyle, then you should know you don't go out and do anything half-assed. I'm not going to step to the mic unless I think I'm going to kill it. I'm not going to get on a wall and paint anything if I don't think it's going to be a masterpiece. I'm not going to get on the turntables and be fucking up on the turntables or missing the break. And I'm not going to get on the dance floor and look whack. Because if you were good, you would have won at least one bout. You were in 4 bouts, I think, and lost all 4 of them hoes. That's a big girl. You taking it upside the head like that. And you feel good about that. And you feel like you need to clap back at people and explain yourself. No, sit down and be quiet. And stop doing kangaroo bunny hops and impressions of sloths, because it's okay. If this is what Olympic breakdancing is going to look like, I would rather not have it in 2028. There should be solid criteria. If you're entering a breakdancing competition, at the very bare minimum, you need to be able to do a freeze. You need to be able to spin on your back. You need to be able to do a windmill. I don't care in whatever form, handcuffs, between the legs, reading the newspaper. I don't care. You need to at least be able to do a windmill. You need to be able to transition from your back to a windmill or a flare. That's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. You need to be able to do that. And your top rocking. I mean, anybody can top rock, anybody can up rock, but okay. I've said enough. I've said enough. As the Bronx, New York, in the United States of America, being the birthplace of that culture, I personally am not happy about what happened at the Olympics, especially the women's competition. And it ain't a misogynistic nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with women shouldn't be breaking. I love to see women break. I've taught women to break dance. So stop it. I'm just saying that wasn't it. Rachel, that wasn't it. Go back to the drawing board. Down from them shoes down to that golfer outfit you had on. That ain't it. And I say that in a respectful way. I don't say that to blast you. I say that because I love hip hop and I hate to see that done to it. Do better, homie. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.